Hello and welcome to another episode of Marketing for Your Future. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton, and today we have another fantastic guest, and his name is Justin Brock from Bobby Brock Insurance. Hello, Justin.
Hello, Cindy. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and
It is
just really, really thrilled that you guys would take time to have me.
it is a joy to have you, Justin. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Yes, our business primarily caters to the senior market, Medicare beneficiaries, things that would be an issue for someone's healthcare in retirement, and we serve agents all over the country as well as a large pool of Medicare beneficiaries in Mississippi for our internal team. So we have a lot of different moving parts, but marketing is a huge portion of our business. Without marketing, you don't have a business really.
Absolutely. And so, what do you see as some of the biggest marketing changes coming in the next couple of years, specifically in the insurance industry?
Yeah, we see, right now there seems to be a large shift because of the amount of outbound phone calls and things like that going to seniors, where they're moving towards trust-driven brands. So they're looking for regional hub brands that they can build trust with through marketing. So from a marketing perspective, anything you can be doing to think long term rather than short term conversion and branding is going to be much more important from Google's perspective as well as the end consumer, which is why Google probably is putting so much emphasis on it, it seems like.
That is really, really interesting and very, very wise. And we're in terms of really building that trust. So, what is one thing that you would recommend to our viewers if they had an insurance brokerage or any kind of company? How do you build trust with your marketing?
Yeah, so I mean, with the marketing, you know, for a while now, since digital marketing kind of came on the scene in insurance, it's been a lead to conversion, cost per acquisition, cost per lead conversation, which can be important in scaling rapidly. But the consumer on the other end of that is looking for someone that they can trust. So really, video, things like that we're doing right here, and getting yourself out there as much as possible so that the consumer can see you and feel you and you're real for a long period of time. And it's also kind of like, in our eyes, quantity almost beats quality. So one of the big problems we see is people, unfortunately, are reluctant to put out content because they're so worried about perfection. But you really just got to put a lot of information out there. And of course, you want to increase the quality if you can, but don't ever let the analysis of or the paralysis of analysis stop you from getting the content out there.
That is just a really interesting perspective. Is just keep putting yourself out there, out there, out there. Um, and so the other question I have for you is one of the things you talk about is around always be branding. What does that actually mean, and how does that actually show up in what you do?
Yeah, so we, for a long period of time, and kind of our internal agency, we've focused on our brand. So instead of having an ad where we expect an immediate conversion or mailing a piece of mail where someone fills it out and sends it back, which is very commonplace in the insurance world, we want to put out the kind of jingles or informative educational videos on whether it's TV, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere we're putting it. We want to put out something that just adds value right away, makes people laugh, but then always throwing our logo on it. So many people in insurance are buying leads and creating leads in a way that doesn't um, actually add any value to the long-term brand of that entity. And so we always want someone, no matter what you're doing, how big or how small the marketing effort is, have your logo placement on there, have that brand there so that people can see you multiple times, getting in that crosshairs of multiple forms of advertising.
Excellent, Justin. Thank you so much for being on today's show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'd welcome an invitation back anytime.
Absolutely. And for everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in to Marketing for Your Future. If you would like to learn more about Justin, please go to dailyadbrief.com and we will see you on the next segment.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.